Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. So a few days ago I made a Giphy cat on, or I'll post it on Reddit basically, that showed handheld lasers in Minecraft. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys the concept. It's very rough and it is kind of glitchy, so let me just give myself a laser. So you'll see, let me just swap it around. Okay, so you'll see that I now have an item called Dragnar's Laser in my actual inventory. Okay, and as you probably already heard what's going to happen. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn a laser zombie. Now this zombie is a normal zombie. It acts exactly like a normal zombie would act, but it has one little special feature on it. If I get my laser ready, you'll see that I can now shoot these zombies with a laser. Okay, so let me just respawn in another one just to kind of show you. Let me just spawn in two to kind of show you guys a double kill. There we go. Okay, so come on, follow me. So you'll see nothing happens while I'm running around. Okay, it's not until I actually get hold of my laser that you'll see that they'll start killing these zombies. Come on. Okay, this is really cool. Okay, so let me go show you the basic idea behind this. So Mojang introduced, as you probably all already know, introduced a new mob called the Guardian. Okay, so this is it. It will attack. It'll attack players, as you can see, with this little laser beam, and once the laser beam stops shooting, it will actually cause damage. Now, it will attack a player, as you can see. Now, when I get too close to it, it no longer sees me, and it can no longer shoot the eye beam. So I think there's a bit of a distance you have to be. So it looks like you've got to be at least 2 blocks away before it starts shooting you with its eyeball laser. Okay, now it fires on players. So let me just quickly, sorry, I'm just going to go back into creative mode. It'll fire on players as well as squid. So the moment it sees a squid, it'll fire on the squid until it actually kills it. Okay, there you go. You'll see that what happens. Let's do it again. And come on, he sees it and it fires. Now you'll see there was a slight delay as well, as something to do with detecting the actual entity. Okay, so let's really go and look at squids. Okay, so if I summon a squid, so if I just go summon squid, and let's just make it one. Now you'll see the moment I summon a squid, let me just give myself a button over here. You'll see that it will run out of air within seconds and it will die. Okay, so squids, when they are outside of the water, they will gasp for air, do the red thing, and die. However, players and squids, or actually all entities, have a tag called air. Okay, so if we do air, okay, and this is the amount of ticks until the player runs out, or the mob runs out of air. So this is how long it'll take before they drown. So if we set this tag to, let's say, 100 ticks, okay, you'll see it'll last a little bit longer, right? And then it'll start taking damage. There we go, and then it will die. If we, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let me just quickly get rid of it. Kill entities. Why did you not kill? Oh, there we go. So if I set this to, for example, 1,000,000, right, it means it's going to take a long time for the squid to die. It probably won't. I mean, if you even give it 9 million, chances of it dying on its own is pretty much 0. Okay, so this is what makes this squid special. Now, if we look at the zombies, let me just quickly do a zombie over here. What did I do with it? Where is it? Ambient. Let me just quickly put this back, because I was actually playing around with this. So if we wrong space. So if we summon a zombie now, okay, this is the zombie that when I have my little laser, so let me just quickly get my laser, let me just put it in the first slot. So when I have my little laser, it will actually target this zombie. Come on, target the zombie. Wait, there we go. Okay. It'll target the zombie and then eventually it will kill it. So if I just spawn one of these, get out of my way, and I just remove this invisibility, you will see what is actually going on here. Okay, there we go. So that is what these zombies that's walking around look like. So they've got the squid on their head that's got an air of 9 million or a million. So the squids won't ever die. And when I then have my little laser, the actual guardian will target the squid on their heads. Okay. No, there's two. Oh, there's a tower as well. Okay. Now, what's another thing that's special about the squid is you will see that the squid never actually drop ink sacs. Okay, none of them drop ink sacs because it's exactly what is actually killing these squids. When they die, they drop the ink sacs, and what I've set up is that those ink sacs then actually execute a kill command in a 1 block radius. So because that squid is on, let me just get rid of that. Because that squid is on top of the zombie, that zombie is within a 1 block radius of the squid. So when it drops its ink sac, it's going to kill the zombie, plus it's going to kill well, all of the ink sacs and everything that the actual squid drops. Because when the zombie dies, the actual ink sacs themselves have been killed by the kill command. There is a small chance that it will actually drop its flesh, its rotten flesh. Okay, let me just really kill this. I really do love this effect. Okay, just get rid of it. Okay, so very, very quickly now, as I said, this is not the most ideal mechanism I built. It's not multiplayer friendly. Please do go away. If you can make this work on multiplayer, it'll be cool. It'll be cool to see multiplayer battles like this. Now, basically what I've got is this item is a special item in that it is named Dragnar's Laser. So over here, I've got a command running that checks to see if I have in my inventory, in my slot 0, I have an item with a tag that's named Dragnar's Laser. So if I've got that item in my first slot and it's actually selected, so you'll see it's selected slot 0, selected item slot 0, in inventory slot 0, it will then add 3 to my scoreboard objective laser that I created. So it adds 3 to it. Okay, that 3 is quite important. Then two things are going to happen. First thing is it's going to output a signal through this comparator, which will then actually do an execute command on me, because I've got a score of 2. You should actually, yeah, because I've got that should actually be 3. You know what? That should be 3. It might actually be quicker then. Okay, so executes a score. When somebody has a laser score of 3, it's going to execute a summon command, which is going to summon the guardian. That guardian is going to be riding a wither skull. Okay, it's got a custom name of laser cow. Okay, I was lazy. I reused something, and then it's just got an explosion of power. Blah blah blah, and it's actually invisible. So every time I do that, I have a invisible. I summon in an invisible guardian. The next thing that will happen is I'm then going to subtract 1 score from my laser. Okay, so you'll see on the right hand side I've got a laser score on the right hand side. So you'll see it's 2 because I give 3, I subtract 1. This all happens in one tick. I give it 3, subtract 1, which turns it to 2, gives it 3, subtracts 1, 3, and it continues the cycle until I actually no longer am holding it. So it no longer gives me the 3, so it'll just keep on subtracting until it gets to 0. Okay. But when I'm holding it, you'll see my score is always 2. So what I'm going to do is after this has then been teleported to me, I'm then constantly going to teleport that entity called Laser Cow. I'm going to constantly teleport to a player that has a laser score of at least 1. And I'm going to constantly do that over and over and over. And then directly after that, I'm just going to teleport that one block up, just so that it's roughly chest height. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is when I have a laser score of 1, now the only time I'll ever have a laser score of 1 is when I'm no longer holding it. I'm then going to TP that entity to -600. So I'm just going to TP this this guardian that I've got floating around me. I'm going to TP to -600, which is the void and will immediately kill it. Okay, so that's it. That's the basic mechanism. Please do go and make it better. Now this world will once again be up for download. What you just need to do is you need to make sure that cheats is enabled, but it should be. You need to also be sure that you are in creative. Okay, and if you are, if I just clear my inventory, and if you are in creative, you right click on the sign and it'll give you my new test world commands book. Now this book just has a few admin commands, okay, just to give you a command block so you don't have to constantly summon it in, put you in creative mode, put you in survival mode. I have a few locations, so it teleports you to spawn, teleports you to my little vampire hut in my vampire video, teleports you to the corridor where we were just in, and it'll teleport you back to spawn. Then I have the laser commands which you saw. Oh yes, I can also give yourself a laser tower, so you'll see I now have the laser blocks. So if I dump these down, if I throw one of those on the ground, you'll see that it'll spawn a little laser tower. And it also has the actual vampire and enderman head. So if you watch those two videos, just click on it and it'll give you these heads. So if I just equip this enderman head and become an enderman, so let me just quickly do an F5. Where's my F5? F5. Okay, and I'm just going to put myself into survival. So if I come close to this thing, it's going to fire at me, and when I take damage, I'll teleport. Yay! This is so awesome. This is awesome. What else? To spawn. Okay, that's about it, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. And as always, I will check you all later.